Today, we're diving deep into the arsenal of one of the most contentious players on the global stage, Iran. Iran's missile program is a force to be reckoned with, boasting an array of advanced weaponry capable of striking targets across the Middle East and beyond. From short-range tactical rockets to long-range ballistic missiles, Iran's military prowess presents a significant challenge to regional stability and international security. Get ready for an eye-opening journey into the heart of Iran's missile capabilities. Stay tuned. Sagil Missile. The Sagil Missile is a two-stage, solid-propellant, medium-range ballistic missile developed by Iran. The development of the Sagil Missile likely began in the late 1990s, with its design drawing from previous Iranian missiles, particularly the Zelzal SRBM. The Sagil missile has a length of 18 meters, a diameter of 1.25 meters, and an overall launch weight of 23,600 kilograms. It can deliver a payload of around 700 kilograms to its 2,000-kilometer range. The missile's maximum range is about 2,000 kilometers, though these figures are based on a missile fuselage with the weight and performance characteristics of aeronautical-grade materials. The Sagil missile represents Iran's efforts to develop indigenous ballistic missile technology, enhancing its strategic capabilities in the region. Khaibar. The Khaibar missile, also known as the Khorramshahr IV, is an Iranian medium-range ballistic missile from the fourth generation of the Khorramshahr missile family. Manufactured by the Ministry of Defense of the Islamic Republic of Iran, this missile has a range of 2,000 kilometers and the capability to carry a 1,500-kilogram warhead. The missile was named after the Iranian city of Khorramshahr, which was the site of intense fighting during the Iraq-Iran War in the 1980s. Additionally, the missile is also referred to as Khaibar, named after a fortress conquered by Muslims during the Battle of Khaibar in Arabia. Imad. The Imad missile is an Iranian ballistic missile that was first unveiled in October 2015. It is a surface-to-surface missile designed to be precision-guided and capable of carrying a nuclear warhead. The Imad missile is a significant development in Iran's missile program, with a range of around 1,700 kilometers and a payload capacity of 750 kilos. It is a variant of the Shahab III missile, which was modeled on North Korea's Nodong missile. The Imad is Iran's first precision-guided, long-range, surface-to-surface ballistic missile, with a maneuverable re-entry vehicle that increases its accuracy to within 500 meters of its target. This makes it a threat to surrounding Middle Eastern and Central Asian countries, particularly Israel. The development and deployment of the Imad missile have been closely monitored by the international community, particularly in the context of concerns over Iran's ballistic missile program and its implications for regional security. Shahab III. The Shahab III missile is a medium-range ballistic missile, MRBM, developed by Iran. It's part of Iran's Shahab series of missiles. The Shahab III is a medium-range, liquid-fueled, road-mobile ballistic missile developed by Iran and based on the North Korean Nodong-1. It has a range of 1,000 kilometers when equipped with a 1,200-kilogram payload and a 2,000-kilometer range with a lighter payload. The missile is primarily effective against large, soft targets, but Iran has employed Chinese guidance technology on later variants to significantly improve strike accuracy. It is primarily effective against large, soft targets and can carry a 1-ton warhead to a range of 1,000–2,000 kilometers. The Shahab III is operated by the Islamic Revolutionary Guards Corps and not by Iran's conventional army. The missile has been a subject of concern for regional stability and international security, particularly due to Iran's tense relations with neighboring countries and Western powers. It has also been a focal point of discussions regarding Iran's ballistic missile program and its implications for regional security and non-proliferation efforts. Ghadr. The Ghadr missile is another medium-range ballistic missile developed by Iran. It's considered an advancement over the Shahab series, particularly in terms of range and payload capacity. The Ghadr 110, also known as the Qadr 110, is a medium-range ballistic missile developed by Iran. It is an improved version of the Shahab 3A, also known as the Ghadr 101, and is believed to have a liquid fuel first stage and a solid fuel second stage, which allows it to have a range of 1,500 kilometers. The Ghadr 110 is produced in three types: Qadr S, with a range of 1,350 kilometers, Qadr H, with a range of 1,650 kilometers, and Qadr F, with a range of 1,950 kilometers. The Qatar 110 series of missiles carry a warhead weighing from 650 kilograms to 1,000 kilograms, whereas the Qatar F carries the heaviest warhead. It has a length of 15.5 to 16.58 meters, with an overall weight of 15 to 17.48 tons, whereas the base model is 2 tons heavier compared to the Shahab III. Paveh. The Paveh missile, unveiled by the head of the Islamic Revolutionary Guards Corps Aerospace Force, Amarali Hajizada, is a new long-range cruise missile developed by Iran. It was announced to have a range of 1,650 kilometers, enabling it to potentially target Israel or American interests in the region. Fata II. The Fata II is a new version of a hypersonic missile developed in Iran, which is made up of a combination of hypersonic glide vehicles and hypersonic cruise missiles. It is still in development, and more versions are expected to be manufactured in the future. The Fata II missile utilizes the configuration of hypersonic cruise missiles, with a liquid fuel rocket engine instead of a ramjet engine. It has a range of 1,500 to 1,800 kilometers, and is designed to maneuver and hit targets without being detected. The missile is composed of 2 parts. The first part is the Fata solid fuel booster, which carries the missile to a certain altitude from space, and the second part is the gliding warhead, which separates from the booster and has a liquid fuel rocket engine. The overall shape of the Fata II gliding warhead is similar to the Boeing X-51 missile, but with the difference that its air intake has been eliminated and a rocket engine is used instead of a ramjet engine. The Fata II missile is designed to be a strategic weapon for Iran, with the ability to hit targets with high precision and evade detection. Karshikan. The Karshikan missile is a medium-range ballistic missile developed by Iran and operated by the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps Aerospace. It is the 3rd generation of IRGC missiles and was unveiled in 2022. The missile uses solid fuel and has a definite operating radius of more than 1,400 kilometers. The maneuverability of this missile is very high compared to its classmates, making it a long-range ballistic and aim-point missile. The Karshikan missile can be considered as a new generation of missiles and a mutation in developments in the missile. It has solid fuel and in the landing phase has maneuverability to pass through the missile shield. The Karshikan missile has the ability to use a wide range of launchers. The launcher used for the Karshikan missile is mounted on a 10-wheel commercial chassis that can also be camouflaged. Haj Qasem. The Haj Qasem missile is a medium-range ballistic missile developed by Iran, with a range of 1,400 kilometers and a warhead weight of 500 kilograms. It was unveiled on August 20, 2020, and is named after the late Iranian commander Qasem Soleimani, who was assassinated by the US in January 2020. The Haj Qasem missile is considered the new generation of the Fata 110 missile and has the capability to pass through missile defense systems. It is designed to maneuver and hit targets without being detected, with a mass of 7 tons, a length of 11 meters, and a maximum speed of Mach 12. The missile is manufactured by the Ministry of Defense and Armed Forces Logistics and is in service since August 20, 2020. The HESA Shahed 136. The HESA Shahed 136 is an Iranian unmanned aerial vehicle, UAV, developed by Iran's Aircraft Manufacturing Industrial Company. It is part of the Shahed series of drones produced domestically in Iran. The Shahed 136 is reported to be a medium-altitude, long-endurance, male drone, capable of conducting reconnaissance, surveillance, and possibly combat missions. It is designed to operate at medium altitudes for extended periods, enabling it to gather intelligence and carry out missions over long distances. While specific details about its capabilities, including its range and payload capacity, may vary depending on different sources, the Shahed 136 is believed to have advanced features such as a satellite communication system and the ability to carry various types of payloads, including electro-optical and infrared sensors for reconnaissance purposes. Iran has been actively developing and deploying indigenous drone technology as part of its military modernization efforts. The Shahed 136 is one of several drone models produced domestically, reflecting Iran's ambition to enhance its military capabilities, particularly in asymmetric warfare and defense. However, due to sanctions and other restrictions, Iran faces challenges in acquiring certain technologies for its defense industry, which may impact the full extent of its capabilities.